What's up, guys and gals? My name's Nick. The desk behind me is a mess, and today we're gonna learn Shoulders, the great, brand new Coheed and Cambria song. So they kind of just surprised us yesterday with this new track, Shoulders. Were you guys surprised? I was surprised. Were you guys stoked? I was more than stoked. That being said, today we, meaning the guitar players and whoever else just wants to, learn how to play Shoulders on guitar, are going to learn Shoulders. And because I'm such a nice, wonderful individual, I've written some tabs for the song, which you can screenshot now. You have to do me a favor. If you screenshot those, you have to subscribe to my channel. And you'll want to, because once Vaxis II drops, I'm going to sacrifice my social life and teach you guys how to play every single song on that album. And we're going to start with Shoulders today. It's in drop D. So get tuned up. We're going to cut to a different camera angle, and we're going to start learning it. This is the opening riff, and it's also the ending riff. This is what it goes like. We're going to start on the D string. We're going to go 5-3 open. All hammer-offs. I'm sorry, all hammer-offs. All pull-offs. So it's going to go 5-3 open. Then on the A string, we're gonna go 5-3 open again, and then end on 5, and then we're gonna mute it. So it's like, and we do that again. So D string, A string, 5, and then repeat that last part again. Then we're gonna go down to 6. Now it's a D string, but I'm still gonna call it the E string. And we're gonna play 6, 6, 6, 6. It's very evil. And we're gonna mute it. See what I'm doing there? All I'm doing to mute is I'm lifting my middle finger from the fret, and I'm muting it also at the same time down at the bridge with my palm. So we got, you see that? Just lightly touching it. So the first part of that is, second part, we start the same. Now I think this is probably done in an overdub, but if you, the riff is this. Which if you want to just do that, that's gonna be open, all hammer-ons. You're gonna pick 3-5, pick 3-5, pick 3-5. Pick 5-7, and then pick 7-10. The first time, if you're doing it on can't speak. If you want to do it as one guitarist, you can do this, where you're basically gonna make these drop D power chords, but you're only gonna do them on the A string and the D string. So it's gonna be open 3-5 on the A string as well. So the whole intro and outro riff is gonna go. So the main riff, you kind of got 4 distinct parts. But we're going to be kind of gravitating around this D power chord here on the 5th fret of the A string. And let me make sure I'm recording, sorry. 5th fret on the A string. And this 5th fret of our drop D E string. You kind of go in between those. So the first part of the main riff goes power chord, drop D power chord, 5th fret. Open, and then power chord 5th fret on A to power chord on 8 on A. Then we have this cool little run, and it's gonna go 3 on D, 2 open Ds, then you're gonna take your pointer finger, go to 3 on the A string, and then we're gonna go down to our low E and hit 7, 6, 5, and that 5 is actually gonna lead us into part 2. Technically, that's all of it, but you want to resolve it with that 5. and fast. This is just what I'm hearing. This could be totally wrong, but I mean, it sounds pretty good to me. We start with this 5 here. We go back to that power chord, and then we go back to these power chords. And we're gonna slide down, pointer finger on 3 on A, ring finger to 5 on A, and we bring our pointer up to 3 on D, and then we're gonna go to back to our 5 on the A string. So that part 2 is gonna be, and the not the pinch harmonic, sorry. I mean, you can pinch harmonic if you want. I hear some throughout the song, but the vibrato is crucial. Gives it that, like, you know, funk, swagger, attitude that Shoulders needs. Hashtag Amory Wars. So for part 3, we're gonna switch up the order that these chords occur in. We're gonna go not open D. We're gonna play a D power chord on the 5th fret of the A string, open D power chord, 5th fret power chord and drop D, back to a D power chord. So we're gonna go pull off from 5 on D to 3 on D to open D, just like the beginning. Now we're gonna pick 3 on the A string, open A, 5 on A, open A, and we go down to this 5th fret power chord and drop D. Play it twice. It's like a 1, 2, 3 to that 3rd fret. The whole main riff goes like this. And you're also playing that under the solo. Disclaimer, really quick. We're gonna learn the rhythm parts today, because I kind of want to get this out for the clout. That rhymes, out for the clout. So there's gonna be no solo tab today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a cover of this song in the next few days, and at the end of my cover, there will either be a lesson on how to play the solo in the cover video, or I'll make a separate lesson on how to play the cover for how to play the cover. This would be the lesson on how to play the cover. The video on how to play the solo for Shoulders. Maybe it'll be a short, who knows. Kind of been wanting to try YouTube shorts. So here's the verse. All right, super simple. D power chord on the A string, 5th fret. Open D power chord and drop D. 3 on the A string, power chord. But you gotta play with some swagger. If you watch, I'm just adding all these dead, sorry, you can't hear me. If you watch, I'm adding all these dead muted notes in there. Having that, like, sort of just funky rhythm in there is important. And one exercise you can do, just practice doing this. Set a metronome, so it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and get mutes on 1 and then get no sound on 2, and so it'll be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Do that. Really works your wrist. All right, so from there, we're gonna have this little D minor sort of run. It goes 5, 8, 7, 5, 8. So it's, and then from this 8, we're sliding down to 3 on the A string for measure, or not really measure. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess it's a measure. You can add some extra notes in there, but that's basically what it is. All right, so here's the pre-chorus. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the hardest part I'm hearing, so I'm doing my best for you people. So I don't know if it's just an open like that. I think when they play it live, they're probably gonna slide from this 12 to open. And I talk about this concept a couple times on my channel. It's called a slide from nowhere. I'm sure I stole it from somebody. Basically, you're gonna start on the 12th fret. I use my middle finger, and the goal is we're going to slide the note down so it sounds like we're moving, but we're not really moving. And then we're going to come off of that open fret. So if you look at me, I'm sort of sliding down to the 7th fret. We don't want to hear that note, so I'm lifting my finger around the 10th. Look at that. See, I hope you can see that closely. And it sounds like crap when you play it slow. But fast. Maybe I'm actually getting towards the 8th fret. But anyways, so what we want to do here, we're going to slide to nowhere from 12 to open. And then we go back to the A string. We're going to play 5, 8. And then we have this little run similar to what we did in the main riff. But we're going to play 5 on D to open D. And then we go down to 5 on the A string, which is also a D note. Go to 3, 7 on low E, 6, 5. The only difference is this time we're going to end it with this guy. Remember him? So if you don't, it's 3 on A, 5 on A, up to 3 on D, and then down to 5 on A. Last part of this riff, this is what I'm hearing, and I slowed the tune down. So I think I know what I'm talking about. We're going to start with 5 on the A string and open D, or open low E, which is down to a D. Then we're going to lift our middle finger so we get that open power chord. Go to that 5th power chord. Back to a power chord on 5 on the A string. So we have a really quick pull-off run. 5, 3 open on D. 4 on the A string. That leading tone to 5 on A. And we're done. So that's going to go. There you go. And then Claudio says the thing about being on someone's shoulders. So the whole pre-chorus is going to go like this. And now we have the chorus, which is very, very easy. Don't worry. All you got to do is play some 8th notes. You're going to constantly be going 1 and 2. Sorry. You're going to constantly go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Try that now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cool. Now you can play the chorus. What you want to do is we're going to start on this B flat power chord. So first finger, first fret of the A string, and then either your ring or your pinky. I use it interchangeably because I like to play Def Leppard. You're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the D string. And we're going to play this power chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 for 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We go to our drop D power chord on the 3rd fret for 1 measure. C power chord. That's your chords. I gotta put heavier strings on this guitar. Alright guys, well thanks for tuning in. I hope you learned how to play shoulders. I hope you start jamming with this great new Coheed track. It's short, but it's sweet. You know what guys, tell me your top 5 favorite Coheed songs in the comments. They're like my favorite band these days. and I have a tough time picking, but I want to hear what everybody's favorites are. I'm going to say one of my favorites is A Favor Has Atlantic, which may or may not be a popular opinion, but I just love that song. And now you guys are going to think I'm basic, so I'm also going to say one of my favorites is June Song Provision, and one of my other favorites is The Hard Sell. So that counteracts the basic ism of having A Favor Has Atlantic be one of my favorites. Also, I've been really listening to Ghost a lot. It helps me go to sleep at night. So yeah, thanks a ton, guys. If you learned something, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, hit that notification bell. Can't wait to see you later when Vaxis comes out. Or Vaxis II comes out. Vaxis already came out. And we learn more of the songs together. And I will see you all very soon. Peace out. Let's play another Coheed riff to exit.